tested the i7 3770K with the RX 6600, and GTA 5 had a on 1080p max MSAA with screen reflections. It was 55 average FPS. The CPU was really struggling here with some of the lows and 1% lows. But with no MSAA, it also just kind of went down the gutter. The average FPS is 54, so pretty much identical to 1080p max. The maximum frame rate was better, but we still had some pretty low lows. GTA 5 with 1440p MSAA on 4 times with screen reflections was 47.9 FPS. So GTA 5 is actually handling this game pretty well, and as you turn up the graphics settings, the CPU is less of a bottleneck, and it is definitely showing as a bottleneck when you can turn down the graphics and the FPS remains the same. Fortnite was a bit of a mess. We are running this in DX12 just to really stress the GPU and get it off the CPU, but 1080p, everything low settings. Average was 84 FPS with a minimum of 34. Max was 113. We had a really low lows. It really dips on this either AMD graphics cards or this super old i7. Fortnite at 1080p, medium settings at DX12 with 67 average FPS, so like console-like performance. Max frame rate was 93.8, so good, and 1% low and 0.1% lows were atrocious, non-existent almost. The game would just stutter at times. Terrible. Fortnite at high DX12, we had 52.6 FPS. Better 1% lows, but not, I mean, we still had some pretty obtuse low dips. Thanos? What the hell was that? Someone just stole my fucking kill. Stark. What is that? Holy shit. What the fuck are these guys? Alright, so that's fucking Fortnite. Is that fucking Michael Myers? What the fuck am I witnessing, yo? What the fuck? Get me out of this fucking game now! Was a good sign. Apex Legends, 1080p max, average FPS, 80 FPS. It was a pretty smooth experience. Wasn't bad. I actually had a pretty decent time playing Apex Legends. It was a good time. I'm out of light ammo. Hold up. Help, I'm down. Damn it. Box 3, coming apart. Csgo 2, very hard to really get FPS capture. I had to use AMD's built-in software to do this. So 1080p low is 83 FPS, 1080p high 82 FPS. Not terrible, not bad. I mean, Csgo 2 is a little bit more demanding than the old Csgo, running at triple digits on pretty much anything. But the i7's showing that it can at least run the game at a decent frame rate, with the GPU not really being much of a bottleneck. understand that whatsoever. But Cyberpunk 2077 is next on 1080p low FSR3. It was about 58 FPS on average. Good 1% lows. It was about 30 FPS at 1%, which was not bad. That's just showing that for some reason this CPU can handle Cyberpunk, and also the graphics are kind of doing a lot of the heavy lifting. FSR3 just looks pretty bad. It's not my favorite. So Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p low, the game looks still pretty bad. But the average FPS really stays the same. So FSR3 is not really doing a whole lot here. Even the 1% lows went up, and 0.1% lows even went up from there.
Se la estoy dejando ir.
Cyberpunk at 1080p medium, average FPS 52.8. Not bad for this i7 and 6600 combo. You're basically getting Xbox Series X setting or FPS here. It does have some pretty low lows at 23 FPS, but I mean the dips aren't bad, and it didn't seem that difficult.
Neutralizing the suspect. Moving in. Reloading. Officers getting killed here.
Give me the gorilla hands.
Got it.
Yeah, bitch. Come on, fucking drugs. My drugs. Yeah, you think you can fuck with me? Oh yeah, you can fuck with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck. What up, hookers? Damn! See you use your car as a platform for a second. Ah! Okay, this is actually kind of fucking sweet. Punk 2077 at 1080p Ultra, we had 46.7 FPS. 0.1 was 18.9, and 1% low was 26.1. So it wasn't really bad. It didn't really hitch, and when it did hitch, it wasn't really that bad. I was playing it, having a good time with it. It was not bad. Just run over a fucking innocent civilian, you fucking asshole. Okay, I'm not innocent, but oh Jesus, I need a tweak. I know when it's too much. Alright, I need another car. Oh! Hi, buddy. Do you care if I just sit on this fucking thing for a bit? Hold them up. Line it up. Oh, you're doing so good, buddy. This guy is not shit. Oh! With PUBG, 1080p low, it was 104 FPS. We had some pretty big FPS dips when we were flying in at both 1080p low and 1080p high, but it didn't really seem to be bad. It was chugging along. It was doing great console-like performance for spending $130 essentially. PUBG at 1080p high, it was 98.8, so basically 99 FPS with a 1% low of 56.1 at 17. So it had a couple of dips, but it was very unnoticeable, and I could not tell. The last game you were... player. Forrest Gump, fuck you, Forrest! Oh, we just fucking blocked my head off. I'm on our list, Warhammer 40K. Now, this game, it struggles to hit 30 FPS at all. When lots of Tyranids come in, the game struggles really, really bad. At 1080p medium, it was at 39 FPS average. And then at 1080p high, it was 32 FPS average. The CPU does seem to be the biggest downside to this system. It doesn't like to handle it very well, and that's abundantly from the high 100% CPU utilization across the board. It really struggles. I mean, the minimum system requirements recommends a Ryzen 5 2600 or an i5 8600. So it's the biggest bottleneck. The memory doesn't really make sense. It does recommend 8 gigs of RAM, but God, I would be very, very, very determined to see this game with not taking a huge amount of FPS or RAM. It does say 30 FPS and 1080p. I would definitely VRAM it to 30 FPS if you're trying to have a very smooth performance thing, but it's rough. It's really, really rough. 30 FPS is all you're going to get. So we'll put up a couple highlights here while this game is being played. We'll probably do a compilation because I did a lot of like I would definitely recommend like 60 FPS for this. Although I will say the FSR is slightly better, but not by much. It definitely indeed plays.
Our brothers are getting hammered down there. Delta-Wing, we have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial. It is not dead. Enlighten us, Lord Titus. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the...
Let's see.
Enemy cohesion and stellar
Holy
warfare.
shit, it's
That
blurry.
beast is not yet dead.
How about Jesus, what the fuck was that? Let's just do medium ultra performance. And let's see how
Our
that.
word is
Bro, it's just fucking, it's like looking through,
bond.
like it's like looking with glasses on that, and you don't need prescriptions. Holy fuck. Let's see what performance. That's terrible. Any upscaling in this game just does not work. Maybe it's because resolution isn't working also. It's still bad. We are approaching like a lot of VRAM usage. It's like 16 gigs of RAM on this bitch, and it's... Let's just do balanced. It's bad, bro. It's so bad.